This is the latest supply of crystals that I picked up at the New York, New Jersey Gem and Mineral Show over the weekend. So these are all for all of you. So let me go through one by one and show them to you. And the instructions on how to purchase are on the webpage. Same deal as usual. This, I got two pieces. This is a very unique druzy small cluster amethyst, and the color is spectacular. It is quite a deep lilac color, so it's not purple like traditional amethyst, but it is incredibly gemmy with lots of very, very small points on it. So this one is number 1, and you can see the size of it. It is really a great size. And this one is number 2. It's just slightly smaller, but much more like a very light lavender. Again, very sparkly, very gemmy, very beautiful points on it. And these are from Brazil. And I think the gemminess and the small points are very, very unique. Both have such a very soothing energy. It would be great to put them on a nightstand to help you sleep, or in the workplace to help you with anxiety. So this one's number 1 and that one's number 2. All right, next on the list, I stocked up on Brandbergs. So the Brandberg crystal is something that I had first picked up at the Tucson show, and those sold out very fast. Well, the same dealer was at the New York, New Jersey show. So as you can see, I bought a lot. Now, Brandbergs choose the person. So be sure to not necessarily buy for size, buy on what resonates with you. These are incredibly clear, which is not easy to come by. They come from the Brandberg Mountains in Namibia. These have an incredibly high vibration to them. They're attuned to the white flame. They are a stone of compassion. They're really great for soul work. All of these actually are master crystals. So let me go through and tell you one by one. So this one is number 1, really, really clear. And this one has a Timelink. And I don't know if it's looking blurry in the camera, so I'm trying to get it so that you can see it right there. Do you see that parallelogram? Right where my thumb is? There is a parallelogram right there. And the Timelink is a master crystal. Because this is leaning to the right, this will help you access the future. So this is number 1, and it's got some really beautiful smoky quartz in it, and it has let's see what else. Oh, it's got amethyst in it. So but it's also a double Timelink, because there is a bigger one right there. That's leaning to the left, so that's accessing the past. So this is a great crystal to work with. All right, number 2 is, hold on, I'm pulling up all my notes on these. It took me a while to get them all ID'd. Number 2 has a double window. A window is a master crystal, and see that window? It's a diamond. There's one, and where's the other one? There's the other one right there. So it's got a double window, beautiful amethyst in it, and incredibly clear. That's how big it is. So this is number 2. Windows are good for looking into the window of your soul. So this is great for soul work. Number 3. This one is incredibly light. I mean, you really got to look to see the amethyst and the smoky in it. But it is really, really cute. So let's see. Number 3 has a Timelink. See right there, the parallelogram? I hope you're seeing it, right? My thumb is on it, right there. It has a Timelink. It has rainbows, which are really challenging to pick up on my camera. And it has an extra special gift of Druzy Prehnite. And Prehnite is the healer's crystal. So rainbows help with happiness and joy. So this is a joyful little one. All right, number 4. Although it's tiny, this one has all the traits of a Tao. So a Tao crystal is a master crystal. It's a combination of a channeler and a transmitter because it has 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7. Beautiful dark amethyst in this. So this is a great master crystal to work with. All right, number 5 is a Brandberg cluster, which is amazing. Usually they come, in single points. This one they kept in the matrix, so lots and lots of little clusters in this. There's a double time link. That's the parallelogram. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there's one right there by my thumb. And there's another one. Gosh, it's really hard to get my hand in there. There's one, I'm trying to point. There's one right there. And there's one right, really hard to show, right there. So anyway, there's a double time link, but this cluster is spectacular. So clear, it's so pretty. All right, and this is number 5, just to show you the size. Okay, number 6, we're getting bigger. We're getting bigger. Okay, this is a double time link. There is a time link right, let me get it right there. There, can you see it? Time link right there. And a time link, let's see. Oh, there's a time link. Trying to get it so that you can see it. It's hard to hold a camera and hold the crystals. Time link there, and a time link there. They're small but powerful. There are also rainbows in this, and there's some Druzy Prehnite on the outside. Can you see that? So really soothing energy. Prehnite is so great to work with. If you do any sort of healing work on others or yourself, you need Prehnite. All right, number 7. So getting a little bigger. This one, incredibly clear. There is a time link. Let's see. Right there, you see it? There's a time link right there. It is a channeler. So you have a 7-sided face. I'm trying to get it so you can count. 7-sided face with a triangle on the back. It's also a transmitter because you have a, let me find it. A 7-sided with a triangle in the middle surrounded by another 7-sided. Now normally a transmitter and a channeler together is a Tao. This is not a perfect Tao because there is a triangle that didn't complete its corner, and then there's a chip on this one. But it is a channeler and a transmitter and a time link. So this is, oh, and there's rainbows throughout it. So this is number 7. Number 8, getting bigger. Again, very clear, is also a channeler and a transmitter. And has a time link. Okay, let me find the time link first. Where is it? It's very thin. It's right there where my finger is. Got a time link. It is, let's see. There is a 7-sided face with a triangle on the back. So that's the channeler. And then there is, let's see, which one has the 7-sided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a 7-sided with a triangle and a 7-sided. So a channeler and a transmitter, but not a Tao, with a time link. And very clear. All right, number 9, getting even bigger. This one is a transmitter and a channeler, not a Tao. So there's a 7-sided face. There, whoop, nope, wrong one. There is a 7-sided face, right there, with a triangle on the back. And then there's the 7-sided, the 3-sided, and the 7-sided to make the transmitter. What else is in this? Oh, there's a Timelink. Hold on, let me find the Timelink. It's very tiny. Let me see if I can tilt it. Can't get it. All right, the light is just hitting it right there where my finger is. Tilting to the right, so it's going into the future. And, oh, there's an anhydro, and I put a little arrow. The anhydro, it's hard to pick it up on camera. It's got like 2 or 3 different pathways. Yeah, it's not picking up on camera, but it's moving in there. So there's an anhydro. Anhydros are great for collective consciousness and uniting. And then there's druzy crystals on the outside. So number 9. And then number 10, which you may think is very high priced, but it is because of what is on the outside of it. It is half covered in the most spectacular prehnite and druzy prehnite. It is spectacular, and it's a really good size. For a Brandberg, this is unbelievable. So let's see, we have a Timelink. See right there? Right there is a Timelink tilting to the left, so that access the past. It is a channeler, so there is a 7-sided face right there, with a triangle on the back. Now here's the thing, I don't know what the shape of these other faces are because of the prehnite. I don't know what they are. I don't think the prehnite should be removed to figure it out. That's my personal opinion. You have extra crystal point gross here, but this is phenomenal. To really get a Brandberg this big, this clear, with super deep amethyst. And there's rainbows, and there's prehnite, and it's a channeler, and it's a Timelink. Totally worth the price. And this dealer has good prices. So this is really a keeper. This could be very museum quality. It's unbelievable. Okay, so that's the Dows. Now I have 2 Fadens. So Fadens are tabular quartz. They grow, you can see this, like in flat tabs, like tablets. They're called tabbies. And what makes them a Faden is that they have, do you see this, I'm going to lay it down. Do you see this milky thread going through? See, right there, that milky thread. Let's flip this over. There's a milky thread. That's what makes it a Faden. So it's the result of a break in the growth. And so these are great crystals to work with if you feel that like a part of yourself, a part of your spirit has severed off, maybe as a result of trauma or stress, and you want to try to reconnect it back. In the shamanic world, soul retrieval is a common practice. These help with that. So this is number 1. And this is number 2. And they're good sizes for Faden tabbies, really good sizes. And that's number 2. All right, let's see. Next on the list is an incredibly unusual, frankly, I've never seen it before, quartz. And you're thinking, well, of course you've seen quartz before. What is unusual about this is, first of all, it's a nice size. Second, it is a natural generator. Very rare to find, but I got to tell you, I'm finding them. This year, I think I have found maybe 7 or 8. Incredibly rare, but maybe not so rare anymore. There are celestial markings. See that on the side? So the celestials are excellent for facilitating change, helping with stress, providing comfort and insight into spiritual growth. Going back to the generator, because it is coming to a natural point, all 6 faces, this is a power of crystal energy coming out of that point. So really good at directing energy. So what is really unique are these dark spots. They're called hot spots. There's one at least on every face, well, except for maybe that one. These are natural irradiated spots. So when we think of a crystal being irradiated, that's heat treated. You see it with citrine, where they take amethyst and they irradiate it and it becomes yellow, so it's citrine. And that, for some people, is not a good thing. This is natural. The earth created these hot spots. So it is really rare. And because it's quartz, you could program it. So this would be really great for programming and really directing the energy of what you want in your life. So again, this is amazing. It's really amazing, and that's a good price that I got for that. All right, next on the list are lightning quartz, and I've never offered lightning quartz before, but just holding these are amazing. So this is number 1. It's huge. It's huge. So lightning quartz are pretty rare. They have literally been struck in the earth by lightning, and on these, because of the clay that they were in, it embedded, see those dark spots? The clay has literally embedded into the side. There's all of these fantastic markings all over this. I mean, this is one, if you get a jeweler's loupe, you could spend hours just looking into. But what is really neat is right there, do you see that? See that upside down triangle? That is an indented, very deep, indented, very deep record keeper. Look at that. It's an inverted record keeper, and I mean, you can stick your nail in it. It is very deep. That is a powerful record keeper. This is worth having. All right, let's see. Number 2 is also big. These are clear. You can see the black spots that got literally burned right into it. And so these, and there's a beautiful rainbow right there. Do you see it? Right there by my thumb. These are great crystals when you're working with change and transformation. They help to release fear. They can speed up healing. Think of lightning speed healing. And they are great to help you survive all the changes, the planetary changes that are going on. So, I mean, that's pretty big. All right, next on the list is Vesuvio Night. So Vesuvio Night is also called Idocrase, but Vesuvio Night just sounds very pretty. So these come from Quebec. They originally were found at Mount Vesuvius in Italy, but like most crystals, they're cropping up at different parts of the world. These are very unique because they are gemmy. They are in the natural form, so that's not very common. These are amazing heart crystals. They can really help bring the heart together in wholeness. They give you courage. They help you with change and releasing fears. They're also good if you're doing some past life work and working to release past imprisonment or restraint that could be holding you back in this life. They clear the mind. They're great with anger and depression. Look at this piece. This is monstrous, but the gemminess in it. The purple is also the Vesuvio Night. It more commonly comes in green, but it can come in purple. And so I just thought these were incredibly unique to have that combination. So this is number 1. This is number 2. This gemminess is incredible. Just holding this is great. That's number 2. This is number 3. I mean, this is very, very wand-like. Look at that gemminess. Whee! All right, number 4 has the purple Idocrase in it. And again, super gemmy. That's 4. Here's 5. Gemmy. I mean, it's just really gemmy all throughout. And it's got very, very light purple in it. Number 6. A lot more purple. Still some really good quality gemminess in it. And then number 7. So sweet. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And whichever one is left, I'll probably keep for myself. I very rarely keep any of these for myself, but I know that they're meant to be with one of you. So that's Vesuvio Night.